Hello, today I'll be doing a quick but thorough breakdown of my main contributions to Mania. For context, Mania is a 3D first-person size manipulation puzzle game. I'm going to jump straight into the laser levels as I created the lasers and worked on the concepts for the puzzles and their implementation. As I play through the level, it will give you a sense of the possibilities that the lasers can provide, whilst utilising the size-changing mechanics and the cubes. Lasers can be activated or deactivated when a pressure plate is triggered. This allows for some interesting puzzles and acts as a core mechanic throughout the game. Here you can see a dark cube just behind the lasers. This is a fixed immovable cube that cannot be picked up and changes how players must complete a puzzle. This forces the player to have to shrink and grow the cube to activate the pressure plate. The player must move into different areas of the puzzle and manipulate the cube to either deactivate or activate the pressure plate again. The lasers are a core puzzle mechanic in Mania. But how do they work? Well, the laser uses a line renderer with a script that resets the player when the raycast hits a collider with the player trigger tag. The player is then reset to the nearest checkpoint by checking the checkpoint that they are up to, and then if that is true, load that checkpoint. Here you can see some lasers that are actively moving. I implemented this to increase difficulty after the player has already been introduced to the static lasers. The script is external to the lasers, as this can be applied to any object and be reused in the future. For example, it could be used for moving turrets, fans, or even platforms. Here is an example of a more complex puzzle utilising the lasers with other core mechanics. The player has to repeatedly change their size to be lifted up in the air by the fans or drop down whilst avoiding the lasers. I also came up with the concept of creating the weighing scales and its initial implementation. However, this was taken over by another team member. Here is a skip cutscene feature that I worked on. As you can see, the text will change through these two clips, and that is the dynamic text, which changes depending on whether you are using a controller or a keyboard.